Hi there, I'm Michael Douglas from MD London and I'm going to tell you all about the MD London Blow. This is the greatest hairdryer I've ever used. Now I want to tell you a little bit about the features and benefits. First of all, the motor in here is a 1600 watt brushless DC motor. Now what's that, do you see? Now brushless means there's less moving parts inside the dryer, which means there's less wear and tear, and it means there's less energy consumption to make the whole thing move. So it's really energy efficient. It's hugely powerful, like the most powerful motor you can get in a hairdryer. And I know there's 2000 watt hairdryers out there, but they're not as efficient as this. They don't blow as hard or as strong or as hot. Now there's 4 heat settings. There's cold, there's low, there's medium, and there's high, and then there's 3 speed settings as well. On high speed and high heat, this will dry your hair really fast. So you can turn the speed and heat settings down. And what it's actually got on this dryer is the lowest and most gentle heat and speed setting of any hairdryer I've ever used. So if you've got very delicate hair, or very fine hair, or naturally curly hair you want to dry in a very gentle way, the Blush and the Hazel Blue hairdryer have that feature of a very low heat, very low temperature. Now the dryer comes with 2 different attachments here. There's these 2 nozzles. It's got a small nozzle and it's also got a very large wide nozzle. Now these nozzles will clip into the dryer and magnetize as well. You can rotate them to put them in the position that you like. This one here has a 9 centimeter opening with a 3 millimeter width gap. Now what that means is it gives you enormous amount of control and compressed air going down the hair shaft. This is what gives flyaway free hair, and this is what creates an enormous amount of shine on the hair as well. So the nozzle is super important, and there's also the optional extra of a diffuser if you've got naturally curly hair. Now the diffuser is something that seems obvious, but it diffuses the hair. So it means that the hair doesn't blow around very much while you're drying it and gives the illusion that the hair's dried naturally. It's really good if you've got naturally curly, wavy hair or textured hair and you like it to dry naturally, but you don't have the time to let it dry naturally. A diffuser would be the thing for you. Now the other thing I love about this dryer is the weight. The weight's 354 grams I'm holding. It's half the weight of the hairdryer I used to use, which by the way was a very top-end professional hairdryer. So super lightweight. The sound of it, 71 decibels, which means as I'm using it, I could actually still talk to you without having to raise my voice. One of the other things I love is a 3-meter cable. So you've got enough cable to get away from the plug socket and so you can actually see yourself in the mirror. Now it also has a self-cleaning function. As you know, hairdryers work by sucking air in through the back, heating it up and blowing it out through the front. It does mean that lots of dirt, dust and debris can get clogged in the filter. Now if you press here, this button here for 5 seconds while the dryer is off, the whole motor will reverse for 20 seconds and suck air in through this way and blow all the dust and dirt and debris out of the back. And you can also take the filter off and clean it too. The other thing this button does is a cool shot button. So when you're blow drying your hair and using a brush and you get the curl that you want, what you can do is press the cool shot button and that just cools down the section and that fixes the blow dry in place. Now, if you're thinking about buying the green hairdryer, the nozzle is a slip-over nozzle, not a clip-in nozzle. This is what we call the Pro nozzle. Now, it can still rotate, no problem at all, and it's still got all the features and benefits you'd expect from the other nozzle. And the smaller nozzle is also a friction-fit push-in nozzle as well. So that is the MD London Blow. It's a brilliant hairdryer. It's the best hairdryer I've ever used. I don't want to use any other hairdryer when I'm blow drying people's hair, and I hope when you get the chance to use it, you'll feel that way too.